Shit. Hi. Mike's Hard Lemonade. Okay, let's get this started here. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tank Talks Movies. I am your host, Tank, and today we will continue on the American Pie series with American Pie Beta House. And this particular movie starts off with Eric and Kuz from the last movie. And Eric's dad is driving them to college. They get to college. Eric's dad pulls up to these very, very, very attractive two young ladies, and he goes, "Would you be willing to give my son a good time? It's his first time here." And they're like, very politely say no. And then they go to get to the dormitory, and one moment. Yummy. Yeah, they finally get to the dormitory, and Eric's dad pretty much gives him a list of how many girls he slept with in college. And it's 2 pages long, and he asks why Mom's name wasn't the final one. And they had kind of had a little separation, and he kind of went on a pussy bender. So, we cut to a scene where they're carrying boxes into the dorm. And Eric tells Kuz he's got to piss, so he goes piss, and we meet Ashley, Eric's love interest in this movie. And then she asks to get, if he could give her some, her hair shampoo and, body wash and loofah and stuff. He's peeing and a girl just walks out the other shower and she's just completely naked. We got a full frontal scene right there. And, it's just fun. Eric ends up pissing on Ashley's loofah, shampoo, and all that stuff. And he accidentally pisses on his pants. He goes to his room and we meet his roommate Bobby, who is in the middle of having sex with his girlfriend Maggie. And they're into really kinky shit, and she's tied up. He's tied up. She's riding him. She's chewing on a piece of gum. She chokes. Eric has to give her the Heimlich maneuver. Looks like he's fucking her from behind. His dad and Kuz come in. His dad goes, "That's how you start college. Now let's give these three some privacy." Then we cut to Dwight Stifler walking down the hallway taking pictures with a PSP with a very attractive young ladies. He ends up going to this dormitory where there's 2 very, very attractive ladies. And, he's going to give them a tour around campus. And then we cut to Eric, Bobby, and Kuz in Eric and Bobby's room. And there's a knock on the door. Eric goes to the door, and there's the 2 very attractive girls and a row of females behind other girls. And they spread, and Dwight is making out with one. He goes, "Welcome to college." They go to the Beta House. There's a big party already going on. One moment, please. Apologies, it's hot today. And they start partying, and they ask Dwight, "How can we be part of this?" He's like, "We're cool with me. You're cool with me, but I gotta introduce you to Wesley." Wesley is the brains of Beta House. He's a straight A student. He's like all this, but when he drinks, he can't control himself. He literally goes to somewhere and adopts a boy. Yeah. Wesley's pretty cool. He helps out later in the movie. Okay. They run into Ashley and her roommate, I mean not roommate, friend, and they're not really into the scene of Beta House. Well, they will be later in the movie, don't worry about that, guys. And they think it's kind of trashy, and they gotta check out the Geek House. The Geek House? What's the Geek House? Says Coos. And it's always just a bunch of geeks, where millionaire geeks and stuff like that. Pretty much. This movie is good. They end up having between the bait. Okay, guys, go watch the movie. I don't need to tell you a lot about this movie. Just go see it. And if you haven't already, watch it. Now, I'm going to talk about the main thing in the movie that I think is probably the best. It's Charter versus Charter. Geek House versus Beta House. In the Greek Olympiad. Bunch of different games, like Roman type deal. And they just go... The first is it's a game, the joust thing or something, where you have these big rubber things and you're on two separate things and you have to knock your opponent off into the water. They have Moose in there. He's the big guy for Beta House. Again, I'm sorry. I got cotton mouth today, I'm sorry. And they go... And the Nerd House has the guy who can... He is the best lightsaber guy in the industry. So he beats Moose, and then there's the challenge of who can undo bras the fastest. Dwight wins that. Beta House wins that. Then I believe it's some type of war where both teams have to try to drink a keg. Throwing up doesn't disqualify. That's a disgusting. No. I say that bad. That's not the disgusting scene. And then they do Russian roulette. Russian roulette with aged horse semen. Give me a minute, I'm thinking of the scene. Okay, we're going to carry past that because I might get sick. And then it's the wife Carrie. And then there's the final thing is the rise of or something. Where they have strippers bump and grind on them to the point where you'll ejaculate. If you ejaculate, you are the loser. The nerds get this. So, okay, I'm going to step back a little bit. The guys get... Beta House gets all the schoolgirls, and they're just... if the ones that have to make some money on the side to get through the college, so they join the strip club. So, but the geeks get, same deal until it's the final one. And they get this high-class stripper from Las Vegas that Dwight is almost this close to blowing his load. And then they bring out Maggie, who ends up dressed up like a sheep. That's later in the film. That reference will come if you watch the movie. She's dressed up like a sheep, and she's grinding on him, and Agner blows his load. Beta House wins, and Geek House has to leave, and Beta House moves into their mansion. But I do highly recommend this movie. It's pretty good. It's really, really good. And I have to say, I'd give it a thumbs up. This has been Tank Talks Movies. American Pie Beta House. Signing off. Peace.